Hi, Professor Wainaina here, your 5 minutes teacher on education, childhood, youth, parenting, and all things school. Welcome. We as a culture have a very warped concept of manual work. No wonder it was used as punishment in our school days. So, give your children work may not be the advice you expect in today's culture of pampering children. But as a parent, you need to recognize that assigning chores isn't just about easing the burden of housework. It's about encouraging responsibility, resilience, and life skills in your child that extend far beyond your home. One of the longest running studies from Harvard, which followed individuals from childhood into their later years, offers some eye-opening insights into the importance of work, especially childhood chores, in shaping successful, well-adjusted adults. In this study, known as the Harvard Grant Study, you can Google it. It was a 75-year longitudinal study which found that people who had done chores as children grew up to be more independent, better able to manage adversity, and more successful professionally. The study's conclusion was simple yet profound. Children who are given responsibilities around the house developed a sense of mastery, work ethic, and responsibility that later translated into stronger adult lives. Imagine that. Something as seemingly small as washing dishes or cleaning their room sets a foundation for future success. But are you giving your children this vital opportunity? In a world filled with conveniences and a constant desire to protect children from discomfort, many parents are reluctant to assign chores. Many parents also have a negative attitude towards chores because their own childhood presented this as bad experiences. But if you are shielding your children from basic responsibilities, you're not doing them any favors. By giving your child work, you are not taking something from them, but gifting them essential tools for adulthood. Chores teach responsibility in ways that cannot be replicated by classroom instruction or extracurricular activities. Schooling will teach your children facts, but chores teach them how to contribute. It communicates to them that they have a role and a duty to those around them. When you assign chores, you convey a powerful message. You are capable, you are trusted, you are accountable. These are building blocks of self-esteem, which, as you know, is far more valuable than empty praise. It's a practical form of love and an investment in their future. You may feel tempted to shield your children from manual tasks, believing that your role is to provide comfort and ease. In doing so, you are denying them the satisfaction of accomplishment. There is joy in finishing a task, no matter how small. Your child will carry this mindset into adulthood, learning that success comes from effort and persistence. It's a mentality that will help them in their academic, social, and later professional lives. It is easy to think that sparing your children from household work is an act of poshness, but impactful parenting comes from preparing them for the demands of life, not providing artificial comfort. Your responsibility as a parent is not just to care for your children, but to raise adults who can care for themselves. Every time you give your child a task, you are contributing to their long-term emotional and psychological development. So, what does this mean for you as a parent? First, you need to change your own attitude towards manual work. Stop viewing chores as an inconvenience or punishment. Instead, see them as critical teaching moments. Start with small age-appropriate tasks. Over time, as they become more competent, you can increase the complexity and responsibility of the work. And remember, it's not about perfection. It's about creating a routine where your child learns that work is a natural, necessary part of life. In the end, your goal is not just to raise a happy child, but a competent, resilient, and fulfilled adult. As the Harvard study shows, one of the simplest ways to do that is to give your children work. Don't rob them of the opportunity to grow because of your own hang-ups and attitude towards manual work. Instead, hand them the broom, the dishcloth, and the bucket. Let them work, let them learn, and let them thrive. Thank you for your time. See you in the next lesson.